The National Night Out is always the first Tuesday in August. This year it's going to be on August the 5th. We're getting close now to been doing Night Out on Crime for almost 30 years, so it means a lot to this community. And National Night Out is just a way where the community, the police, they partner together, and they're trying to actually give a going away party to crime. They're actually trying to, the police is out there to let them know the different programs that they have, and they want to make sure that the community is safer. They want to make sure that the neighbors know neighbors, and it's all about unity and unifying, and it's just a good way for people to connect, to get to know who's in their city, who's in their neighborhood, and what ways we can make it better.
You're listening to the Good for Business podcast, where we feature interviews, tips, and tricks from owners, operators, and innovators throughout Mississippi and around the world. And now, your host, Colin Krieger. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a super special edition of the Good for Business podcast. I'm Colin Krieger. I'm here with City of Columbus Parks Director Greg Lewis, and we're here to talk about the Night Out on Crime. Welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you, Colin, and thank you for allowing me to do this.
Well, thank you. It's an important event for the community. It's been going on forever. Both the county and the city, and of course all the surrounding counties and cities, for the most part, have their own events going on too. So tell us about it. When is it? What time does it start?
All right, Colin, National Night Out is always the first Tuesday in August. This year it's going to be on August the 5th. We're getting close now to been doing Night Out on Crime for almost 30 years, so it means a lot to this community. And National Night Out is just a way where the community, the police, they partner together, and they're trying to actually give a going away party to crime. They're actually trying to, the police is out there to let them know the different programs that they have, and they want to make sure that the community is safer. They want to make sure that the neighbors know neighbors, and it's all about unity and unifying, and it's just a good way for people to connect, to get to know who's in their city, who's in their neighborhood, and what ways we can make it better.
All right. This is going to be Tuesday, is that correct? From 5 to 8?
Yes, it's going to be Tuesday from 5 to 8. We'll have lots of activities out there. Colin, we're going to have face painting. We're going to have balloon animations. We're going to have sack races, hula hoop contests, cakewalks, bingo. I mean, you name it, we're going to have it. We've got live entertainment with Keith and Margie, and we're also going to have DJ Marrero, who's going to be there with us. So we're trying to make this a great event for our city. As you know that Mayor Jones was big on trying to unify the city and get the city back unified. So this was one way that we were going to kick off and start doing that. What has happened is that Night Out on Crime is usually spread out all over town. This year, we've come to one spot that's going to be at the Columbus Riverwalk stage, and everybody's going to be there. And the beautiful thing about it is that the volunteers that are block captains, for a better word, that are spearheading each different community, they've all come together, and everything seems to be unified. And we hope that that is what we see when we come out there on Tuesday evening, where everybody can fellowship together.
Well, you had me from Cakewalk, so I'm here. So that means some people are bringing some pies and cakes out there?
Let me tell you, when they cakewalk, Shonda and them, they cakewalk. I mean, I understand that you said cakewalk, but there are going to be some T-shirts on the cakewalk, other prizes in the cakewalk. So what I'm saying is you should see, Colin, you should come out and see the big kids. When I say the big kids, I'm talking about the adults. You should see them on this cakewalk, because it's like they get a big hoot out of it. Sim Scott has been known to do that over the years, and they're going to continue to do that. So each ward or each site is going to have their own specialty that they do, and the cakewalk just happens to be one of the ones that Sim Scott does. So when you come out, you can freely go from place to place. You can freely go from ward to ward or neighborhood to neighborhood, and just enjoy the different things that we're going to be doing there. There's going to be a train ride there for the children. So what we've done is that we've tried to get something for everybody. We just want people to come out, bring your lawn chairs, and let's sit together and fellowship, and let's just unify for a couple of hours.
That's going to be great. We talk often when I talk about like race relations is getting people in the same room. That also transfers into police relation and, respect for law enforcement. When there's actual cops there, especially as young of a force as we've got, I notice there's a couple cops out there challenging people to foot races. You and I have to abstain from that. We're way too fast. We're too healthy. We don't want to embarrass these guys.
Catch them in a minute.
Catch them later. But having them out there in the public, can you speak to how important it is for the cops and the kids especially, and neighbors? Like, for instance, it's hard to talk bad about cops when they're right in front of you and that cop's named Mike. like you know them, and once you get to know them, it helps that relationship a lot.
It is tremendously important that the police and the community have a good working relationship. When the police and the community have a good working relationship, crime is solved a whole lot faster. People know who their police officers are, and I know that the chief is very involved in trying to make sure that that's what his department reflects on this community, that you can call on us, you can come to us. I mean, he comes out and they participate with a lot of the community events that we have, and that's what it's going to take, us getting to know our police officers, feeling comfortable in calling them, and getting to know them by name. You know, like when I was a child, we knew who our police officers are, and I think that that's what this administration is going to try to do, get it back into the community where people know who they are. I know the chief has been very adamant about, if you don't want to call 911, if you don't want to call this, call my number, call this number. He's given me a list of numbers to call, and I think that what we're trying to do is just get the community to know that we are there. They are not the boogeyman. They are there to help, and you know, they want to be a part of what we're doing in this community.
That's excellent. Chief's been doing a great job in the last couple of years. He comes from my hometown, New Orleans, so I got a soft spot for him. He's been cooking some crawfish and stuff. Speaking of food, what kind of food are we going to have out there? You know, we all got a plan yet?
Oh, we've got a plan. We're going to have, you know, like I said, there's always surprises, because I got a call from Miss Garrett yesterday, so I don't know. I know that she's got a sponsor that's helping to do something, so I don't know what she's going to throw in the mix. But we're going to have our usual hot dogs and hamburgers and pulled pork, and we're going to have your chips, and like I said, we're going to have your cakes and your pies, and like I said, that each site, each neighborhood, they're not going to tell you everything. Like when we have our meetings, they're not going to tell you everything that they're going to bring, but I can assure you that it's going to be quite enjoyable for our participants that come out to participate.
And the food is FREE free, correct?
This event is free. Like I said, it's about community. It's about building capacity, and that's what we're trying to do. So we want everyone to come out and participate. You may not can stay but 15 or 20 minutes, but come out and let us see your face. Let's get to know each other. Let's get to meet someone new. And like you said earlier, that is where we can start to improve upon race relations and things like that, because we've got to get together in order to talk about it. So I think that this is an excellent way to do that. And Colin, I don't want to leave out anybody, because we have a lot of people that are helping us, and I'd like to just mention our block captains. We've got Miss Irma Moore that's been helping us, and she's actually doing wards 2 and 3. You've got Miss Dorsey Taylor. You've got Miss Martha Gordon that's over there in Ward 1. You've got in Ward 6, you've got James Ballard, who he's going to be there. He's going to come through for you each and every time. I'm trying to see if I've got anybody else on that list.
I guess Shonda.
Shonda is works for me at the park, and she's the coordinator. She is the one that should have been doing this interview, but she's at the office doing something else. But like I said, she's coordinating, and with her, she's doing this. She's making a list of what I need. She's checking it twice, trying to make sure that this is going to be an event that we can just all come out and enjoy and have a good time.
So for kids, we got jumpers, face painting, balloon animations, free whistles, and sunglasses. Who's Dee Dee the Clown? Is that a close personal friend of yours?
I know her. I do know her very well. She's coming out and she's gifting the children the balloon animals. She's gifting them the face painting, the whistles, and the sunglasses. So she's going to give those all those out to the children. Like I said, we have tried to employ some people that these are not people that we just begged and begged. Most of these people we volunteered. I mean, you've got the Jackson State alumni, the I Love. You've got the Jackson State alumni that's going to be there. You've got Mississippi State Lowndes County chapter that's going to be there. You've got Salem Church. I mean, you've got Omega Psi Phi that's going to be there. So I'm hoping that my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi, will show up and be there, be there with us. But like I said, we just have a host of things that are going on, a host of informational booths. So it's something for everybody to participate in, walk around, grab some food. If you don't want to grab any food, grab some water. If you don't want water, grab a soda or something like that. But we want you to come out, and like I said, we're not asking you that you don't have to stay the whole duration, but let's come out so that we can start building capacity for unity in our city. And
so Columbus Light and Water is going to be out there too.
Absolutely.
Keep Columbus Beautiful, in which case I saw Keep Columbus Beautiful was giving out a Yard of the Month thing, and I wasn't in consideration. So are the directors and all those people going to be out there if I need to grease some palms and get in there?
Yes, those directors will be out there. Right. And I'll make sure when you're out there, I point them in your direction. But I think that's one good project. I had the opportunity to go to one of the Yard of the Months to take, so I was there just to take a picture. But I went out to take a picture, and like I said, I think that's going to build some real pride in our community, because the people that I've seen so far have been really, really proud of what they've done. And I think that once you see people keeping their place up and beautiful, I think that it just spills over to other places where everybody wants to do the same
my yard
thing.
is nicer because of the award winner on Fifth Avenue, the house with the lions.
You know, we like competition. We like a little competition.
I told my grass guy, I'm like, you need to cut things a little closer and make things look a little prettier for them. If people want to volunteer or help out, or if you have some donation needs, what phone number do they call? Who do they bother?
It's all about everybody. It's not enough. You're welcome to volunteer. You can go to your ward when you get there. You can go over to your ward or to your neighborhood and mention it to them. If you know any of the people that I mentioned, contact them. And as well, you can contact the Columbus Recreation Office, which that number is 662-327-4935, and you can ask for Sandra and let Sandra know that you want to volunteer, and Sandra will make sure that she gets that information to Shonda, and Shonda will get it to the block captain. Now, you can also talk to your local policeman. I'm sure they won't mind if you see them on the street, stopping them or letting them know that you want to volunteer, because like I said, that this is all about capacity building, and that's what we want to do, and that's our mission, and that's what we hope to accomplish.
Well, that's great. And I know there's some posters and flyers around town. I know you've been on WCBI. We're going to put the poster right here. Ding. It'll show up on the screen so you know where to go. But Tuesday, 5 o'clock, I got a call from the mayor who was going to come be here. He got stuck in a work session. He personally guaranteed that there will be a light breeze, a light, cool breeze coming in at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. That's from Stephen Jones. It's somewhat of a campaign promise that the weather's going to be nice and on there. And the police chief, I hope we can get the police chief to, maybe it's a little late to cook crawfish, but maybe I might even bring him a pot of gumbo.
What you have to do with the police chief, just go ahead and challenge him, and then once you
challenge him,
once you challenge him, then it's like he's going to be all on board.
I think the only thing I'm challenging anybody to is that cakewalk. It might become a cake straw. I'm also excited to see my friends Keith and Margie there, who are a great example of people who give to the community, volunteer for stuff, and when they had a time of need, like 3 years ago, and their house caught fire, the community just came back tenfold.
Right.
And it's a reason why you go to these events, because you get to meet exceptional people like them. Everybody thinks every time you see Keith and Margie, they're getting paid. But, man, they've done so many little events, fundraisers for churches and other stuff, and it's just great to see them there.
And they're always the ones that you can count on. They usually are out at East Columbus. And what I'm saying is they're not asking for anything. It's almost you have to make them take something. But we appreciate them in that giving spirit. And I just want to say to everybody again, please come out and support the National Night Out. It may seem insignificant, but it does mean quite a lot when you're trying to build capacity in your city.
And it's a good time. It's a good time to run for kids in the year-round schools to wear off that energy from their first day of school on Monday. I know they're at school now. Wear them out. Bring them out there. Some bouncy houses. You sit there and sip some Coke and let them go out and bounce all around the world and run like crazy. So we're going to see you Tuesday night from 5 to 8 at the Columbus Riverwalk for the Night Out Against Crime, about the 30th annual?
If it's not the 30th, I'm talking that Columbus has been doing it. We've been doing it over the years, and I do want to just throw this in there. Like I said, I want to make sure that I honor Miss Barry, who has passed away, and she was big on the Night Out on Crime, Mr. Ernest Brown, and Miss Martha. Those were some of our original people. Miss Martha is still here, Mr. Ernest, but what I'm saying is that we've been keeping it alive ever since they were a whole lot younger, so it's now time for us to make sure we keep up the tradition of doing positive things in our community.
Well, good say. And you can make both of them. The Sheriff's Department's doing one the same night. They've got gun locks. They're going to have some free food, too. So you may be able to bring some Tupperware. Go see Rhonda Sanders and Sheriff Eddie. Stop over there. Come over, see us when the mayoral guaranteed cool breeze comes in at 6 o'clock, and come see us down there and see Keith and Margie and make a night of it. So don't forget that's this upcoming Tuesday. Thank you, Greg, for being on the show, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right. Thank you, Colin, for allowing me to come.